Filed a lawsuit against President Obama yesterday. The bipartisan group alleged that Obama overstepped his authority committing to military action in Libya. The White House dismissed the lawsuit, but the effort shows frustration with the president from both parties. Administrators say they have the authority to continue in Libya because the military is not involved in full-blown hostilities. Arizona Congresswoman Gabrielle Gifford left the hospital yesterday. Gifford was shot in the head at point-blank range 5 months ago, an attack that shocked the nation. She moved into a home nearby the hospital for rehabilitation with her husband. The hospital's chief medical officer said Gifford is still having trouble speaking and walking, but he has no doubt she will continue to make significant strides in her recovery. Vancouver is still recovering from last night's riots. Almost 150 people required hospital treatment as rioters swept through downtown Vancouver following Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Social media took center stage as the Vancouver Police Department used Twitter and Facebook to pass along information to the public about areas to avoid and give updates from the scene. Today, police are heading to Facebook again, asking the public to upload any photos or videos in an effort to identify vandals. And when we come back, Carter Augustine will recap the Game 7 action yesterday and give you the rest of today's sports news.
Who says golfers don't have personality? Check out this YouTube video that's gone viral on day 1 of the U.S. Open.
Put an end to their fears. Call the Child Abuse and Neglect Hotline at 1-800-652-1999.
I run because my friend has breast cancer. I run in memory of my dad because my dad loves to run. I lost my dad to cancer 2 years ago.
Runners with a Reason is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It uses an individual's personal reason to motivate that individual to run and to live a healthy lifestyle.
For more information about Runners with a Reason, you can log on to www.runnerswithareason.org.
I did it in my bed.
I did it in my car.
I did it in the shower. I did it online.
I did it in the classroom. We did it last night.
And we've already done it 4 times today.
Everybody's doing it.
And you should too. Listen to 90.3 KRNU, UNL student-run radio station. Get Indied. No matter how great or small the disaster, it impacts our communities. And so can your donation of time or money to the American Red Cross. Please call 402-441-7997 or go to cornhuskerredcross.org to see how you can help.
Welcome back. This is Star City Sports. I'm Carter Augustine. We just saw the rioting in Vancouver that has somewhat overshadowed what was a fantastic series between the Boston Bruins and the Vancouver Canucks. And all the biting, late hits, blowouts, and overtime hockey in the first 6 games set the scene last night for a Game 7 with the greatest trophy in all of sports on the line. Vancouver playing host as they tried to win the first championship in the franchise's 41 years in the NHL. Boston trying to win their first since the days of flying Bobby Orr, and it was Beantown who opened the score. And here in the first period, look at Marchand. Put it in the mixer, son. Go! Red light. They would add 3 more. Here's the celebration afterwards in the locker room. Look at big Zdeno Chara getting after it with the champagne. Put it in the cup, big fella. Boom! Splasherino. And then, oh, there it is. Tastes so good out of that cup. Lord Stanley would be proud. Splashing all around, but they don't care. Tim Thomas, with an absolutely titanic Stanley Cup Finals performance, took home the Conn Smythe Trophy as the NHL Playoff MVP. Thomas stopped 238 of 246 shots, which is good for a 96.7% save percentage in the finals, on his way to becoming the oldest Conn Smythe winner in NHL history. He also became just the fourth netminder in NHL history to post a goose egg in a Finals Game 7, first since Martin Brodeur in 2003, and more impressively, the first ever to do it on the road. As one of the U.S. major sporting events wrapped up last night, another is starting up today with the U.S. Open first round taking place at the Congressional Country Club out in Maryland. One noteworthy absentee, Tiger Woods. He's missing out on the shot at a major due to injury, but his caddy, Steve Williams, will be at the Open, manning the bag for Adam Scott. Williams was present in 13 of Tiger's 14 major victories and hasn't worked for a different golfer since he began working with El Tigre. Among those who will be competing against Scott for the Open Championship are Ben Crane, Hunter Mahan, Ricky Fowler, and Bubba Watson, collectively known as the Golf Boys. It'll be interesting to see how they deal with the newfound celebrity that comes with releasing a hit single after they sent shockwaves to the music industry earlier this week with perhaps the biggest song of the summer so far, Oh, Oh, Oh. Let's take a gander. Busting out the dance moves. That's an absolute jam. Probably going to be playing in all the clubs here soon. Trevor Adams also making sweet music, ping, with his bat all year for the Creighton Blue Jays and has been named to the second-team All-American by Baseball America as a result. Adams, who graduated from Lincoln Southeast, absolutely raked for the Jays, leading the team in a batting average at a robust .387, as well as an on-base percentage, runs, hits, RBIs, and home runs. The Salt Dogs were in action yesterday with a doubleheader in Minnesota against the St. Paul Saints. The Dogs lost the first game 4-0, but before anyone in Lincoln could start the rioting, they rebounded with a 3-zip win. John James throwing 6 2/3 scoreless innings to earn the win and moved to 5-1 on the year, while the split with the Saints blew the Salt Dogs to 16-17 so far. The Dogs are back in action at Haymarket Park tonight, and as they open a 4-game series with the Sioux City Explorers, first pitch scheduled at 7:05. You might want to get down there. $2 beers and $1 Amigo tacos at the ballpark tonight. The Dallas Mavericks had their championship parade earlier this morning with an estimate of more than 250,000 supporters cramming the streets of Dallas for the 10 a.m. start. The players have yet to get the rings, of course, as those are usually handed out the following season, but owner Mark Cuban has suggested championship rings are too old-fashioned and is reportedly asking his players what they think about an alternative, with a bracelet being rumored as one of Cuban's ideas. Unfortunately for him, the consensus seems to be that rings are classic, with Finals MVP Dirk Nowitzki, the German, laughing the suggestions off, saying, quote, I mean, I'm a man. I don't know how I'd feel about a bracelet, end quote. That's all for today's sports. After this break, we'll be right back with Abram Luters and today's entertainment news.
Only 5% of people volunteer to donate blood. Last year, 4.5 million Americans were given a second chance because of blood transfusions. 1 unit of blood can help save as many as 3 people. Every 2 seconds, someone needs blood. 1 of every 7 people entering a hospital needs blood. Nebraska Community Blood Bank wants you to volunteer. Go to ncbb.org for more information. Help save a life.
1 in 5 residents of Lincoln's near-south neighborhood live in poverty. That's nearly double the rate of Lincoln as a whole. Some of those people will be unable to afford food tonight. Fortunately, the Gathering Place has been there since 1982, serving hot meals to nearly 100 residents every Monday through Friday. To find out how you can help, call 402-476-7398.
Good evening. I'm Abram Luters with your daily dose of entertainment news. Curious New Yorkers want to know, what's up with Jen and Justin? Jennifer Aniston and her new BF Justin Theroux were spotted frolicking around the city Wednesday sporting matching gold rings on their ring fingers. Did the couple secretly tie the knot, or are they just messing with us? We don't know. But, Jennifer, if you haven't said I do just yet, pause for a moment and gaze into Justin's magnificent beard. Lock that down. When Lady Gaga appeared at last year's MTV Video Music Awards decked out in a glorious dress-o-meat, Everyone was thinking the same thing. That should totally be in a museum. And now it is. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum will be featuring Gaga's slightly rancid fashion statement in its Women Who Rock exhibit, which opens today. A more tame pop idol could learn something from Gaga's celebration of protein. Disney Channel sweetheart Selena Gomez was hospitalized last week due to a bad case of malnutrition. In a radio interview today, Selena said her mishap was due to a junk food habit and an aversion to vegetables. So, to all the kids watching this, clean your plate, or you too might become an obnoxiously adorable teen starlet. Hopefully, rapper Del the Funky Homo Sapien will eat a full, balanced meal before showing up at the Bourbon Theater on Sunday. Del, who happens to be the cousin of slightly more famous rapper Ice Cube, is touring after the release of his new album, Golden Era. Doors open at 8, and tickets will be $20 the day of the show. Of course, those of us without a sense of rhythm might want to catch a movie instead. And this weekend, the title that's making the biggest splash is The Green Lantern. This superhero flick, starring Ryan Reynolds, hasn't fared well with the critics, but industry analysts predict that it could be a success with two key demographics: nerdy young men who love the comic books, and lonely middle-aged women who just want to see Mr. Reynolds in tight clothing. And that's all the entertainment news I have for today. Star City News will be right back after a short break.
Wow, Cody, that's a lot of books.
Yeah, it is. I just visited the Bennett Martin Public Library. They have so many of my favorite books, and getting a library card is easy.
That sounds cool, but we don't have time to go downtown.
That's easy. You can just drop it off at one of the other locations. With 8 locations in Lincoln, there will be a lot of books to read and return.
That sounds awesome. I should go check it out sometime.
For more information on library locations and policies, visit lincolnlibraries.org.
Since 1978, KZUM 89.3 FM has featured the best in everything from jazz to folk, rock to R&B, world music, and local music alike. Plus, news and affairs from your neighborhood to around the world. KZUM's hosts are unpaid volunteers on the air because they are passionate about their shows. And being nonprofit means no long commercial breaks. For the community and by the community, KZUM 89.3 has something for everyone. For information on programming or how you can support KZUM, visit kzum.org.
A Lincoln Southwest graduate will catch former President George W. Bush's first pitch at the College World Series on Saturday. Tanner Lubach, who will play baseball at Illinois State next year, said he can only describe his reaction as surreal. Lubach will also get to warm up with Bush before the pitch. The two will be in front of an expected 25,000 fans in the new TD Ameritrade Park in downtown Omaha.
A lot of people looking forward to the College World Series this weekend. I've never been, but I'm hoping Cal accepts my offer to be their bat boy. I know they're really strapped cash, so I figured I'd offer my services.
I would definitely go to see that. Thanks for watching Star City News Live at 5. I'm Danielle Castor.
And I'm Marty Downs. Have a good night.